What's going on, gamers? It is I, BlueDream47, coming back at you with another video, and in today's video we are going to be discussing the top 10 best perks to run on Vecna that are not slowed down. I realized in the last video that I made about Vecna, showing my P100 build, that all of those perks were slowdown, and there's a lot of you who probably want to know about perks that more synergize directly with the power and are not kind of generic slowdown. So let's get right into it. At number 10, we have Bamboozle. Bamboozle is a pretty decent perk on Vecna, and it does synergize with the power because one of his weaknesses is windows, specifically pallets that connect directly to windows. You might mage hand a pallet and the survivor vaults into a window. You might send a skeleton at a pallet and they vault into a window and dodge. You might fly through the window and then they get the pallet. So these kind of like setups and tiles cannot be too good, and Bamboozle can help shut down these loops, and especially if you're not running the Eerie Book of Vile Darkness. So Bamboozle, great choice. Number 9, we have Nurse's Calling. So Nurse's Calling is actually a really decent perk on Vecna because this can allow you to land snipes on unsuspecting survivors who are healing. I've gotten some insane value running Nurse's Calling that you would not believe. Any aura reading that can detect survivors when they don't really realize, like Undying as well can do this, but Nurse's Calling is a great choice if you like landing snipes on survivors that don't realize their aura is being read. Number 8, we have I'm All Ears. Still in the category of aura reading, I'm All Ears is a great choice because it can help you to line up insta-hits through a wall when a survivor vaults a window. Great choice, and especially if you're trying to practice your insta-hits or skeletons through the walls, I'm All Ears is a fantastic choice. Number 7, we have Friends Till the End. Friends Till the End is an amazing perk on Vecna because you can hook, see the Obsession's aura, and immediately fly after them, and even if they're a little bit farther away, you can still usually detect them with the orb and get the expose down. Anytime you can get the expose down with Friends Till the End, you are maximizing value, and Vecna's kit definitely helps you to get that value for sure. Number 6, we have Play With Your Food. Play With Your Food is a really good perk on Vecna. It's very easy to get stacks. You can chase the Obsession for a little bit and then immediately fly away if you really want to. The thing to note though is that this haste does go into your fly ability. It will extend your fly greatly for every single stack, and on top of this, which is a really fantastic thing with Vecna, is that when you damage a survivor with skeletons, you will not lose a stack of Play With Your Food. So you can not only gain stacks, the haste goes into your fly ability, and you can delay losing stacks by landing skeleton hits. So Play With Your Food is a fantastic choice for Vecna. Number 5, we have Hex Third Seal. So Hex Third Seal is an amazing perk on Vecna because Vecna gives survivors items through his magical chests. When survivors open these chests, they will receive one of 4 items. If it's not an artifact, these items will reveal Vecna when Vecna uses his powers. All of Vecna's magical items will reveal his aura whenever you are casting a spell. So, with Hex Third Seal, you can deny this and get some unsuspecting hits and deny a lot of the value that survivors get from their magical item. Hex Third Seal, great choice. Number 4, we have Dissolution. So Dissolution is a really good perk on Vecna, specifically when you are running the Vorpal Sword add-on. Vorpal Sword will break a pallet with Mage Hand rather than lifting it up, and Dissolution combos with this really well because you don't even need to use Mage Hand a lot of the time. With Dissolution and the Vorpal Sword, you can deplete resources around the map while also chasing the survivor at the same time and creating a dead zone. It's a really good perk that combos insanely well with Vorpal Sword. I highly recommend trying it out because it is a ton of fun. Number 3, we have Coup de grâce. Coup de grâce is a really good perk on Vecna because you can use Mage Hand on a pallet and just get a hit. I mean, there's not really too much to explain here. Coup de grâce is just a really good perk in general. I highly recommend it. If you're using Coup and you're not landing a hit after you use Mage Hand, you're probably doing something wrong. You're definitely doing something wrong because Mage Hand can already guarantee a hit. So if you're running Mage Hand, or if you're running Coup de grâce and you're still missing a hit after you Mage Hand a pallet, I don't know, maybe you gotta check out my guide or something. Number 2, and this is by far one of the best perks that you could run on Vecna the Lich, is Rapid Brutality. Rapid Brutality is an insane perk on Vecna. Number 1, after landing any M1 attack, you will get 5% haste for 10 seconds. This is really good because this speed goes into Vecna's fly. The other thing is that as Vecna, you're probably never going to Bloodlust. Rapid Brutality will take away your ability to Bloodlust a survivor. If you are using his spells correctly and constantly as you should, you're never really going to get Bloodlust anyway, so Rapid is just a good choice. And again, this haste will go into your fly and extend your fly by a good duration. And finally, in the number 1 spot for the best perks to run on Vecna that are not slowdown perks, we have Save the Best for last. I mean, it's just a solid perk in general. Lots of killer mains will run Save. But the one thing about Save that makes it stand out the most on Vecna is the same aspect that it has with Play With Your Food, is that when you land a skeleton hit with Flight of the Damned on the Obsession, you will not lose stacks at all. It is an insane perk, and I'm not too sure why it is this way. I think it has something to do with like the coding, and it's like Vecna's skeletons and abilities are separate from himself as a killer, so it's really weird. But Save the Best for Last is one of the best perks to run on Vecna for this reason. He is one of the only killers in the game right now who can still damage the Obsession and not lose stacks. So Save the Best for Last, one of the best choices that you could ever run on this killer. Well, there you have it. Those are the top 10 best perks to run on Vecna that synergize with the power. So I hope you liked this video, and be sure to try out some of these perks. Let me know what you think, and I hope you get some good value out there. Thank you for watching, and be sure to check out the Twitch channel, by the way. I go live 4 or 5 times a week. Would love to see you over there. Peace!